What is the role of internal API endpoints in microservices architecture? Imagine a busy city where different neighborhoods need to communicate quickly and smoothly to keep everything running. That's similar to what happens inside a microservices system. Each part of an application is like a neighborhood responsible for a specific task. To work together, these parts need a way to talk to each other without confusion. That's where internal API endpoints come into play. They act like bridges or roads connecting these neighborhoods, allowing data and commands to flow back and forth. In the world of backend development, an application programming interface, or API, is a set of rules that shows how software components should interact. When we talk about microservices, each service creates its own API endpoints. These endpoints are not meant for outside users or customer apps. Instead, they are for other services within the same system to communicate. For example, a service that handles orders might have an endpoint that lets the payment service check if an order is ready to be paid for. These internal API endpoints are vital because they let services request data or actions from each other without needing to understand how the other service works inside. This separation is called loose coupling. It means if one service changes how it stores data, as long as its API stays the same, other services don't need to change. This makes updating and maintaining the system easier and faster. Communication between services can happen in two main ways. Synchronous means one service waits for a reply before moving on. For example, when you place an order, the order service might call the inventory service to see if items are in stock before confirming. Asynchronous means the service sends a request and keeps going, handling the response later. This is useful for tasks like sending confirmation emails, where an immediate reply isn't necessary. Security is also a key part of internal API endpoints. Services can use authentication and authorization to control who can access what. This keeps the system safe from unauthorized access and helps prevent data leaks. From a developer's perspective, designing clear internal API endpoints is a smart way to manage how services talk to each other. It allows teams to work on their own parts without constant coordination, as long as they follow the API rules. It also lets different services use different programming languages or tools, since the API defines how they communicate, not how they are built. Most internal API endpoints are built using REST, which is a common style for web APIs. REST uses standard HTTP methods like GET to retrieve data, POST to create, PUT to update, and DELETE to remove. Data is usually exchanged in formats like JSON, which is easy for different programming languages to understand. In summary, internal API endpoints are the backbone of microservices architecture. They enable independent, secure, and efficient communication between services. They keep the system modular, make development and update simpler, and give teams the freedom to choose the best tools for each task. For backend developers, understanding how to design and use these endpoints is a key skill when building modern, scalable applications.